Hello you guys, welcome back to Channel Claire. I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you may be in this crazy world. Now, I feel like I look a little crazy, but I am trying to do this new thing where I'm going without my lashes because I want to grow out my natural ones. So I'm feeling like a little, I look a freaking wreck. And I had to do my makeup at work because yesterday I had off, so I turned my alarm off, but didn't turn my alarm back on to get up this morning. So I woke up at 7 o'clock. I have to be at work at 7:30. It was a tornado in here, but I got it together, grabbed all my makeup, did it at work, and I look crazy. So here we are, and I'm just like, I'm okay with it. I'm just gonna be okay with it, you know. Handled my work day, got all my stuff done. That's really what matters at the end of the day. But I hope that you guys are doing well and enjoyed your Labor Day weekend, wherever you guys were and whatever you did. I hope that you had a break and didn't have to work that much, because isn't that the point of Labor Day, like not to work? Give us a break. So this is gonna be my New York reboot. However, there are some things that I wanted to touch on before getting into that, because as we saw, it was Beyonce's birthday. She was out in LA, I believe, and she had Diana Ross sing her happy birthday. All the stars were out. When I tell you, all the stars were out. Like, everybody was out there. And of course, Meghan, Harry were out there doing their thing. And so, so Beyonce, because she is Beyonce, and there's so many people who want to go see her in whatever city she is around the world. She has like 2 nights, okay? Day 1, day 2. And so we saw Meghan, Harry, her mom, and a couple other people. They had their private box. They were out there getting it at the concert. I saw Meghan out there getting it on beat, loved it. And so then what's crazy is I saw that, I guess because Beyonce had like her birthday concert where she had like Diana Ross sing to her and everything else, and even more celebrities coming out. And Meghan went again. This time, I don't think Harry went to this one. And so she was in black this time, but the pictures that I'm seeing, let me pull them up. Okay, so the picture that I have seen that I'm just like, girl, you better, because I admire both of these ladies, all right? And she was in the vicinity with everybody else, not like in a private box or whatnot. She's in a black shirt on this day. And she is pictured, Harper's Bazaar posted this, Duchess Meghan Markle glows in silver to celebrate Beyonce's birthday at the Renaissance tour. So she is with Kerry Washington and Kelly Rowland, and then that is Meghan right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. So Kerry Washington, come on. Kelly Rowland, come on. They are, people want to say what they want to say. To me, they are A-listers, okay? And Meghan was right along hanging out with all of them. So we see that Meghan was also in the front row, the same front row as CEO of Netflix, Ted Sarandos, and executive chairman of Amazon, Jeff Bezos. And that looks like Chris is up there too. And you see Meghan off to the end over here. And that's Chris over here. So she's sitting with the stars. She's sitting with the A-listers. She's sitting with the money makers, the ballers, shot callers, people who run things. And it's so funny because a while back there was all these articles coming out that, oh, Meghan is being shunned by Hollywood. Nobody in Hollywood wants to do anything to do with her. I believe Tyler Perry was here too. David and Victoria Beckham are no longer, cool with them. They got some beef. But here they are. Meghan's out and about doing her thing. Oh, that's right. Harry wasn't there because I saw that he was at a soccer game to go see Messi or something. But yeah, so she's doing her thing, hanging out, toasting, cheering. I wonder if she goes and she drinks. Like, can you go out and have like a glass of champagne with like everybody? Like, can she do that? Is that allowed? Like, I don't even know. But like, to see Meghan with a drink would be everything. But she's out there doing her fucking thing with these stars. that I just showed you. So obviously she's still connected. Obviously she's not shunned. I think that Megan is about to make a reboot. I think that dang on Instagram is going to be popping. Let me go see, because I've been checking on how many followers it goes up. I think last time I checked it was like, yeah, it was like 112K. Now it's 125K. So people are watching. She's slated to possibly make like $1 million per post. But an interesting tweet that I did see, and I want to bring this up, Queen R. Maid tweeted, "It's fascinating how all these British magazines are suddenly using Meghan's Duchess title when referring to her. Y'all know why, right?" So I could see good eye. And she says, "See what I mean? They're all referring to her as Duchess now. I guess her friendship with Kerry Washington, Kelly, Tyler, and being seen outside with them have that royal family shook." So possibly, are they trying to give her more respect because they see that she's still connected to Hollywood royalty at least? And I mean, like, granted, William and Kate are working royals. They live over in Britain. I know that they're very structured. There's a way things are done. There's a way things aren't done, which is why we're in this whole situation. And it's not even their personalities. I feel like I could not see Kate getting it at a Beyonce concert and see William letting loose and getting it like Harry was at, you know, a Beyonce concert. I just could not see them doing that. But then people are probably like, well, we don't want to see them doing that. We don't want to. How can you go out and act like and dancing like a fool? Well, I don't know about you. How do you look when you go out and dancing? Is it completely fucking perfect? Are people not allowed to go out and enjoy their lives and go to a concert and dance? Would they got to sit there like this? And if she sat there like this, there would be a whole type of, oh, she wasn't enjoying herself. Oh, she's so disrespectful for all the people who could have won and gone and actually enjoyed it. If she would have just sat like this, would you have preferred that? Like, she can't fucking win. So she went and enjoyed it, enjoyed her life. Like, if I'm going to a Beyonce concert or y'all going to a Beyonce concert and that beat drops like that beat dropped in that video, you better believe I'm moving it. Like, come on. But I just don't feel like she can win either way. Either way, if they would have went, they were saying Harry was looking miserable. I saw him dancing. They caught one pic of when he was standing here like this, watching the show. Like, there's just always something. There's just always something. But I feel happy that they were able to go out and do that and enjoy themselves and have that experience. And I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming around the corner for these two. We have, you know, the Heart of Invictus is out. I believe they should be leaving to go where, like Germany or something for this year's games. And we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm just like, is the British media gonna start giving her some respect now because they see that she is connected? Harper's Bazaar called her Duchess. British Vogue called her Duchess. Fashionista.com called her Duchess. So people are using her title. So I wonder if we're going to see a sway. If we're going to see a sway at all. And I wonder if you guys think it's appropriate for them to go and enjoy their lives and dance and do what it is that they did. And, you know, like, just joy. Enjoy a freaking show like a normal human being. What is wrong with that? Like, do you think that's wrong? Is that them showing some type of, like, oh, they're trying to be attention seeking for dancing at a concert? They can't win. They cannot win. I did also see that Kylie Jenner was out here with her boyfriend, Timothy Chalamet. And for whatever reason, I get him and Tom Holland, who Zendaya dates. And she was at the Beyonce concert too, with her boo. So many people were at that concert. But we have heard that Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner had been dating. Like, this is completely, he's like an outlier for guys that she has dated. Like, completely opposite of the guys she has dated, had children, and people are like, okay. And Kylie also has been trying to do this rebrand. Like if you look at her Instagram pictures, they're kind of more cottagecore, soft life, like au natural, like less makeup or whatever. So it seems like she's trying to do this rebrand, but they were out. This is them. You see Kylie. And he's holding on to her. And they're kissing and stuff. And I'm like, okay. Look at them. That was them kissing. Oh, mister, hold on. It's quick in the beginning. Right there. Kissing. She's all like... Now, we do know that Kris Jenner works harder than the devil. So, a lot of people like to say, oh, it's a PR relationship. It's this, that, and the other. They look cute, they look into each other, they look in tune and all of that, but you can never really be sure with these relationships because they end and start and end so quickly. I'm just like, I wish I had that, like, I just get, no, I could never. Like, these celebrities, I just don't have it in me. I don't have it in me. But along with, like, more celebrity divorces, because in separations, Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner, after 4 years, Joe Jonas has filed for a divorce from Sophie Turner because she likes to go out and party. He likes to stay at home. Like, do we believe in love anymore? And I really question that. Like, in this new generation, in this new life, like, things are not the same as it was back then. Can we have long-term relationships and marriage anymore? Like monogamy and all that stuff? Like, is it possible anymore? Because at every which turn, it's just like some foolishness or some bullshit, or somebody doesn't want to commit, or they're doing this, or they want to see what's out there before doing this. It's too much. It's way too much. So they got kids. They got 2 kids. And I think she's only like 26. That's young. I don't know how old he is, but 4 years of marriage. So honestly, like, for her, okay, like, pay her money. If you want to have, like, that's all I'm going to say on that. That's all I'm going to say on that, because it's just, I don't want to put everything on the guys, but it's just been, it's hard out in this world in relationships. Like, my goodness. So I also see that Kim went to Beyonce, of course, and you see her walk by a little bit. It looked like North was with her. And then when you see coming up in the back, you see Lizzo. You can't really see her. Let me see. Like, you see her come up in the back. Right there. In the silver. Well, everybody's in silver, but in the blonde. So, is Lizzo no longer canceled? Like, what's going on with that whole situation? Like, I know innocent until proven guilty, obviously, but these were some claims that were just kind of like, it was such like, that's what happens though in the industry. Like, if you don't say anything, you just let things blow over. You know, I wonder if someone was paid in the background. It was such a hot fire. Everybody was talking about it. It was everywhere. And then it came out that, oh, like, none of it was true. She made a statement saying none of it was true. Then the victims did an interview. It got mixed reviews on that. And then I saw that some more people were coming out with some more accusations, and then I just heard nothing. Nothing. So I wonder if somebody got paid in the background. But clearly Lizzo was like, F everybody, I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm gonna go to the Beyonce concert and go with Kim Kardashian. Speaking of Kim Kardashian, I don't know if you watch American Horror Story. I watch American Horror Story. I love American Horror Story. I've watched most of the seasons. My favorite is Coven and Murder House and Roanoke. Yeah, those would be my top 3. So Kim K and Emma Roberts are gonna be back on, dang on, American Horror Story. I, for one, am curious how Kim is going to do in this acting thing. I hear apparently she did very well. So I am intrigued. I wonder if you guys will watch. It comes out on the 20th, so I will be sat. I'll let you know what I feel, my thoughts and feelings on that. So I just wanted to let you know that's upcoming if you care. But finally, I'm just going to sit here and watch the Real Housewives of New York reboot. And I'm already feeling the type of way because I saw a little bit online that the girls were giving Jenna a hard time, and Jenna's my girl, so why are you giving her a hard time? It's like they always have an issue. They always have an issue. And I'm sure Sai's gonna be complaining about something, Bryn's gonna be flirting about something, Erin's gonna be uptight and pissed about something, and Uba, I don't even know if she's gonna be there, and Giselle is just gonna be like stirring the pot and, you know, here. She's like the Giselle on Potomac, I think. Like, she's the anchor, I think they call it. But let's see. Okay, so it opens with Sai and Uba meeting at, I think she said Zimmerman? Anyway, they're meeting to get resort wear because they're going on a trip to Anguilla. And when I thought of Anguilla, that just made me think of the trip with Atlanta when they went to Anguilla. Oh my God. Like, those were the days. Like, those were peak seasons. Oh my God, I wish I could go back. Like, I wish Bravo could find a way to like bottle that magic that they made back then and bring it to now. But I just think it's something that is never going to happen again because the housewife formula is no longer the same. So anyway, they're going to Anguilla. They're meeting up Uba and Sai to get resort wear because New Yorkers get antsy this time of year, which is in the cold, and they can afford to get out of the cold and go somewhere warm, and that's what they're about to do. So we have a cast trip upon us, which is actually really exciting. To see how these girls are going to do when it comes to like rooms and stuff like that, because that's always a whole thing. It was always some drama with the OG ladies. Like, typically Sonia and Ramona roomed together, but they always were extra about it. So I wonder if there are going to be any fights or tiffs or whatever with the room choices, who's going to do the certain events or excursions. So I'm excited. I'm actually really excited. Let's see. Oh my God, Uba is just so cute and precious, but she doesn't even know how like privileged this statement is. And she's talking about how, you know, when she's going to a store, she's kind of like, it's not the best or the most fun for her, and it's like a little bit hard because she's a model, you know, and you would think it would be easy to go clothes shopping, but when you're a model, you're used to people picking and choosing what you're wearing, having clothes particularly specifically tailored to your exact measurements. So then by the time you go to a store to try to pick something, you're like, what is this, honey? And I'm just like, I love it, but it's just like, so I don't even know if she realizes how like, girl, you live a whole different type of life, and I'm not mad at her. Like, I would love for all of my outfits to be tailored to my exact, like how good I would, oh my God, oh my God. Here goes Sai, filling Uba in on what went down at the wreath thing. And yes, Jenna gave gifts, right? And it was all these collaborations. But girl, why is that such a big deal?
You're giving me stuff from your collaboration.
He's not asking you to do shit. It's free.
Someone sharing, everyone sharing.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah, that means you. Basically, a collab is when an influential person teams up with a brand.
Listen to this.
You get together and you have a very exclusive little collection. Jenna has tons of collaborations, which I think is totally great. But unless
do you
that cheese, honey, I can't keep promoting you for free.
Okay.
Gifts from the heart. A Jenna Lyons gift is a marketing gift.
I think I know what it is that I don't like about Sai. A, it's her voice. B, I think that she is just, everything is wrong. There's always something wrong with, like, it's just constant. She will find something and stick at it and dig at it and dig at it. And I'm just like, be done. Be done. Like, yes, she gave you collaboration gifts. She's saying like, oh, I can't keep marketing you for free. At what point did Jenna ask you to market for her or promote her? She's like, well, the intention is there. Well, you don't have to do it. You feel like you have to do it, but you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Hold on, my mom's calling. It's interesting how she started this off telling Uba what happened with everything else that went down. You want to talk about Jenna's collaborations?
And she's just upset because remember her anniversary party and I left early.
Yes, you left early because you were hungry.
It was like, no,
That's not a reason to leave somebody's event and not say goodbye. It's so rude. Everybody else waited.
I think it's of you to do that. I was so hungry.
And
Pizza or something.
exactly.
Yeah, it's better that than leaving. I apologize.
So Uba even agrees it was shitty for her to leave for that reason and told her straight up. And I actually really, really like that Uba told her about herself. But what it's funny is because Sai was so like, oh, she doesn't give a shit to Aaron about the whole situation. When Uba is telling her that was shitty, she immediately like backtracks and backs down. It's like, oh, well, I did apologize. But you were just big and bad with Aaron. Wasn't trying to tell her that you literally told her the shit was boring, made her get up and everything else. But when Uba is telling you, oh, that's shitty, you're like, oh, well, I did apologize. No. I love that Uba gave her a hard stop because then she couldn't go on and like do that whole ordeal like she probably could have with Bryn or something like that. So, point for Uba, I like that. So Sai goes on to tell Uba about the whole Abe and Bryn situation and bringing up the divorce and just being way too flirty. Way too flirty. And instantly Uba's reaction is like, oh my God, no she didn't. But they're about to go into Anguilla and Bryn and Aaron, because remember, Aaron walked off and left the event, they haven't seen each other since. So when they get to Anguilla, that will be the first time they'll be seeing each other. And Saya's like, oh my God, there's so much tension. Like, I just hope that we can relax and this, that, and another. I'm like, oh, it's so cute. This is like newbie housewife drama. Like, because this is nowhere near the shit that we have seen go down on established shows, trips, like drop in the bucket. But this is their starting out drama, their starting out tea. And really they should just put Aaron's husband on Watch What Happens or something like that. Or obviously he should speak at the reunion and say how he felt about the situation. And I'm looking forward to that too. So now it's Christmas time in New York. How magical. It literally looks like they're just walking down in downtown. Isn't it Rockefeller where the big Christmas tree is? New York at Christmas time is just like, I cannot, with all the decorations, and I am really looking forward to this fall and going into winter. I don't know why, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping like good things, like I'm feeling some type of vibes. But I love seeing this. Jenna and her younger brother, I found out, it seems like they're 2 years separate. So this is the one who nicknamed her Jenna Genitalia. The story in which Sai thought she had permission to just go and tell everybody, which is like, why? Weird. So they're sitting here downtown.
Was the mom's coat? Do you remember that? She had that fake fur coat that Gama gave her?
Yeah.
Talking about childhood.
Your life.
There's like so many people down there.
And his wife and my niece are here visiting from California.
I've been working with everyone here.
So they're from
for 3
LA.
years. Can't you tell?
I've been working with Rockefeller Center to really reinvigorate the center, bringing in retail and food and beverage.
Reinvigorate this.
Make the place feel a little cooler, so yeah, get your shot off a little.
What?
What have you actually done?
Hold up.
These guys?
So I already knew that Jenna was boss. J. Crew, Michelle Obama, all those things. Lashes. But she just said that she's been working with Rockefeller Center to like refresh it and like bring shops and, you know, more eateries and everything like that. She's fucking connected. So like she's like showing off her brother like what she's done. That's crazy. Like I didn't realize how like connected and how much she's like done, but that's pretty cool. and very respectable.
Basically, what's in the middle.
So we have Bryn and her brother. Everybody's brothers are in town. Well, it's the holidays. That's what happens. But she is the youngest because she says she has an older brother, which is him. He lives in Seoul, and an older sister. So she's the baby. So they're doing this hike. See, I'm just not outdoorsy. And she got a coffee in one hand. So how? No, I just cannot. I hate like outdoorsy stuff. I'm trying to get more into it because I need to go out, take a walk, take in the fresh air, and it's good for you, but it's hard.
20% of the
Ugh.
time, I'm like, oh, you know, like I'm 36, not married, no kids.
Right.
And the other 80%, I'm then like 36,
Right.
I have no kids,
Right.
I'm single, and I
Yeah.
have the means.
Right. It's such a double-edged sword, and I completely get that for her because as women, we do kind of get that pressure as like we're supposed to be doing this, that, and the other at this time. But I do think in this generation, we're just doing things differently. People aren't settling down and getting married like that as young, if at all, having kids. You know, if at all. I mean, it's way different now. And she's saying, you know, in her head, you're thinking like, damn, I'm 36, which to me still seems young because I'm 30. I'm like, oh my God, that's only 6 years away. Wow. So she's like, I'm 36, you know, I have no kids, I'm single, you know, and then on the other hand, I'm 36, I'm single, and I have the means because she has the means to take care of herself and then some and enjoy life's many pleasures, you know, that some people aren't able to do. So it's kind of like you have to weigh what's more important to you. There are some people who are like, I just don't care to have kids at all. And they know that about themselves. Some people know like they really, 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 really want to have kids for their life to be complete. And then sometimes in our head, I think that we make ourselves think that like we should want something because we think that's what we should want. It's so crazy being a woman, you guys. It is so crazy. So I completely feel where she's coming
I woke
from.
up and like, oh, I feel like I want to go to Paris, so I'm going
Right.
to call friends and think, just go.
If you wake up and feel like you want to go to Paris because you have the fucking means, you can do that because you don't have kids. If you have kids, you got to get a sitter. You got to make sure this is packed. You got to make sure this is covered. Get the food and the bottle and the schedules and maybe you got a pump or like, oh my gosh. But that's a lot. So you have to like really decide if you want to give that up. And I do think, unfortunately, there's a lot of people who are parents because they like the idea of being parents. Like this whole thing with the family vlogger, what the fuck is her name? I don't even remember. She was a family vlogger channel and she has these kids and she was neglecting them, malnourishing them, wanting the kids escape, all types of foolishness. You had all these kids set up and use them for money on a channel and neglected and didn't feed them heinous things, you know, and now you're in fucking jail. Why did you have kids to begin with? If that's what you were going to do, don't have them. Like, I just, because the kids are helpless. They're relying on you to do what you need to do so that they can thrive and survive and this, that, and the other. And if that's not a responsibility you want to do, like, oh my gosh, wow. So it's a lot, Bryn, I get it. I like that her brother was like asking her the questions like, do you really like want to like settle down, have the kid and like be married and do all of that? And she's like, yeah, I really do want that. And he's like, when? And she was like, I'd do it tomorrow with the right person. So the 3 engagements that she did have were not the right people, from what she's saying. And at least she's honest with that. And I hope that they, on the flip side, maybe they see that and they go ahead and move on with their lives as well. Because, no. So, Bryn is really talking some stuff and I'm really seeing a different side of her. It's a lot more toned down, you know, not as extra, not as doing the most, not as, just in your face, abrupt, chaotic energy. So this is a lot more, I can digest her better, I can hear it better, I can kind of see where she's coming from without all that extraness that she feels like she needs to bring. Like, it's just not like, just have a conversation like this. But I guess also you have to be on this show and play a role, or so they think, you know. People are saying that they, like, Sonia reminds them of Bryn, or Bryn reminds them of Sonia. That flirty, super hypersexual, carefree, happy-go-lucky, like, I'm just here for a good time type of thing. And sometimes, no, that gets old. It really does. You gotta bring something more and show some depth. So I am liking seeing this side of Bryn. Interesting. So she's like, her and her brother are like, oh yeah, if we would have got married, you know, we would have been divorced 3 times by now. And her brother agreed with himself, you know, he was like, me too. And she was like, you know, I've kind of had commitment issues, especially with like Gideon, who she was engaged to, but who she's still friends with, who we saw in the last episode. And she's like, you know, I rather, you know, she likes the marriage, but that engagement part scares her. She doesn't want to sit there and mull over her thoughts in that time between being engaged to being married. Thinking X, Y, Z, am I doing the right thing? Is this the right one? Is this the da-da-da? And I'm like, that is so interesting. That is so interesting. But she's being real and honest about it. And I like that. And I like the fact that she didn't go along with it and listen to herself. And obviously she's holding out for something, waiting for something. And when she finds it, she'll know like that. And then she probably will have that situation where it's an engagement and it's very, very soon after it's a marriage, because some people like it like that. And I think it's romantic and sweet anyway. Like, once you know, you know. I think that's really cute. But I'm seeing a different side of Bryn, which I did not think I would. She was really at the bottom of my ranking, basically all episodes, her and Sai. Sai is still a lot to digest, so she's still down there. But Bryn, she's bringing it a little bit more, finding some depth there, some depth. The only thing I'm seeing here as Bryn talks on more and more, and maybe I'm trying not to like critique too hard, and yes, Bryn is the one on this show, so that's who it should be about. But in this moment when they're sitting here in the woods talking about their upbringing and like their grandma passing and everything like that, and her brother's kind of trying to confide in her and be like, you know, yeah, it's hard for me too. I'm struggling too. And she's like, yeah, but just like you handle it so much easier. And he's like, well, I can compartmentalize it better. It doesn't mean I can handle it better. Like, he clearly seems like he's struggling as well. And I hope that she clues in on that and is in tune with that, because you can see on his face definitely that he has some his own stuff going on, because he was like, it was definitely hard for us to grow up normal, like given everything that they had been through. So it definitely seems like he's going through stuff, and I hope that she recognizes him and it isn't so much Bryn, all about Bryn. And he's getting his feelings and what's going with him is off to the wayside, because she's like, oh, you always used to like take care of me and make sure I was okay and check in with me. But it's like, are you doing that for your brother too? I don't know. You know you have money when the elevator opens up into your home. Just boom, right there. Elevator, house, living room. Like, money. Erin, this is the first time we've seen her all episode, about a good 20 minutes in. She's over at Jenna's house. They're hanging out. She brought her over some food because I guess she just, oh, I hate when they show medical shit. She is sending, yeah, it looked traumatic. She's sending food to Jenna to make her feel better, like soup, because you can't eat that much when you have like mouth surgery and stuff. Like, I swear, like, I get PTSD thinking about mouth surgery and shit. It's horrible. But that is very nice. of Aaron to go over and check in with Jenna. We'll see what tea they talk about because we know it's gonna happen. Aaron's sweater is so cute in this scene. And I would love that in black. It's like this off the shoulder, but it's zippered open right here. Adorable. But she was thinking that she wasn't even gonna go on a trip.
Things just got to me. I don't know, like I'm pretty good friends with
You can't not go on the first girl trip of the franchise. That would be dumb as hell, and you might as well write yourself off the next season. So that was just stupid of you to even mention Aaron, quite frankly, like dumb. Okay, so this is kind of what I was seeing online, and we're finally getting to this bit where apparently Giselle is like, oh, did you see that Jenna Lyons, and I love how they call her Jenna Lyons, like her full name, is going down early? And Jenna's telling Aaron, like, yeah, I'm going down there to get a little bit more sun because she had just shared about her skin condition and everything like that. So I guess it would even her out. I guess so, it would even her out if you get like more tanned. It would even out like the dark spots and, you know, stuff like that. So she wants to go down a little bit early to tan before the ladies go and see her. Yet again, I'm just off the bat, I feel a type of way because I don't understand. All these women are grown. They're grown women, and it's very similar to the whole Hampton's house thing when Jenna left and went to her own house. I'm feeling some hateration because clearly Jenna has it like that. Like, she's a true bad bitch, like boss bitch, doing her thing and has the bags. I mean, she's planning with the Rockefeller Center. Come on. Like, for real. So if you also wanted to go down a day early, Giselle or whoever, you could also go down a day early and then meet up with the rest of the ladies. You're grown as women. I just don't understand why that's a problem. I truly don't. And why was it a problem that Jenna left her house 10 minutes away? Because she had an early call to get on that she told y'all about. Like, it's like, does everybody have to move in one accord? Like, I don't understand. Like, you guys are individuals. So I thought, like, yes, you're friends, but like, you're all individuals, having your own things going on, your own lives. So I'm already irritated. We'll see. Diva much? Oh, okay. So, and see, this is why Psy irritates me. So it says, guys, heads up, I'm going down a day early to get a tan and acclimate. I don't want to feel like poop. Psy says, diva much? Question mark, question mark. There was no LOL, no smiley face, nothing in that. Then Uba says, can I come with you? I need vitamin D's, which is exactly the response that you need to have, Uba. So thank you for having some sense. Then Aaron says, you love vitamin D, with like the little dick emoji. And then people said, ha ha. So off the bat, Psy is like, diva much? I tried to like Psy for one good episode, and off the bat, I felt like there was something with her. I felt like there was something with her because it's always something. There was no like emoji or anything. It'd be different if she put like the like crying emoji or anything, but no, it was just like diva much? Question mark, question mark. And she's telling y'all what she's going there to do. And first of all, like, I understand because I'm also like an introvert. So honestly, if I had a bag and money like that before I'm about to go on a trip, I would want to go the day before and get myself acclimated, and I know where this is there and that. I would love to be able to do that. So are they hating? This is going to be the drama of, because we're here at what, episode 8? So I feel like this is going to be the drama of the season possibly, and then it's going to go on into the dang on reunion. We'll see. Oh, so then they got Brynn talking out the side of her neck.
She has to set up like her lovely lashes.
And Giselle talking. She's a diva in disguise.
Tidbits fall out
So
of
the
my mouth.
girls
Like,
all
I hate
think
when
she's a
it's
diva,
so much more
but aren't
visible
gonna
than
like,
and so like if I have one day, it's just like
I don't understand.
I'm not
If y'all
working.
got it like that, why not go a day ahead too? And why is Brandon exaggerating saying 2 days to get acclimated when clearly she said a day? But Brandon, of course, is like a revisionist historian and doesn't think she said the word divorce when she did. So we know how that is with her. I'm just like, come on. Come on. Uh-oh. So we may get some more truth to this because Jenna was like, well, it's also that, like, I want to get my tan, but also I can't believe I'm gonna say this. So because I've seen online already, it's probably going to be about the situation about how she is going a day ahead and she's going private. Which on top of everything is just like super diva behavior, but it's just like, why is Bravo sending you guys coach anyway? That's the real question. Be mad at Bravo. Don't be mad because she wanted to go a day early and get her tan on and decided to book her own transport, which was private. And Bravo put you guys in coach. I don't think that that is her problem. If you guys wanted to book another one, you could have done that. It's just like people with real monies, I guess, doing what real peoples with real monies do. I don't know. I wish I had that luxury. I definitely do not. Maybe one day. So what's the tea? What's the tea, Jenna? She said she didn't want to fly coach, so she said it. And Aaron's like, shut the fuck up.
I will, I just don't want to.
She says she will, but she don't want to. But it's just like, honestly, that's on Bravo. But I guess they're like, because you guys are first season, we've already invested a lot in you guys. You guys are brand spanking new. You have to work up to like flying business, you know, private, all that stuff like the other ladies do. And I'm also interested to see what accommodations they put them in. If they got them flying coach, that should be interesting. And honestly, if Jenna's true reasoning is because she didn't want to fly coach, okay. I still feel as if she's a grown-ass woman and can fucking do that. Granted, she only told Aaron this information. Of course, Aaron is going to run that to the whole, you know, brigade. But it's just like, she can still do that. She paid the money. Like, if you want to do the same thing, do the same thing. If you don't, like, don't be a hater. Like, that's not... And honestly, sometimes people, I guess when you get to a certain status or way of living in which, you know, is just different than what I'm used to or, you know, regular people would be used to, it's hard for them to probably go back to doing stuff like flying coach and having to stand in the security line and get scanned down and having to take your shoes off, your belt off, your hat off, your whole, but everything but your bra off, and try to go through a monitor. And then if that don't work, they want to pat you down, and then you feel in an anxious rush to put everything back on because you got a whole line of people behind. It's anxious. I'm getting, like, I'm literally, my heart is palpitating thinking about it. So if I had the means, I just feel like there's a little bit of hateration, and that's the thing with, I do remember it being a situation a little bit on Atlanta. I think it was one time, I think it was Candy who took, I think it may have been Candy who took a plane somewhere and all the other ladies took a bus somewhere. And that was the issue. But that was also because Candy was coming from somewhere else or a different event or something like that. But it's just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, she's doing different things. Like, she's coming from another thing that was making her money, that was an event, and going into a next one. So she needed to get to one place to the other quickly because she's at a different, that's just how it is. Don't be a hater. Like, get to that level. Like, I don't understand. Like, I love seeing women being successful, and I think all these women are successful. I just think that they shouldn't hate. Oh Lord. So here we have Pavitt and Giselle, who I actually kind of dig. I like them. She's like, oh, she pulls out the green Grinch nightie that Jenna gave her, that she created all this havoc with, stomped up the stairs and everything. And she's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna bring this with me. First of all, shade. Second of all, she's like, well, I've lost a little bit of weight, so it'll probably look better on me. I'm just like, I kind of like Giselle. I like her personality. I like her vibe. I don't think she takes too much seriously. But I like what I've seen so far. I do like what I've seen so far. So I'm interested to see what her package is going to be.
I'd be the one who's like,
So we've got Jenna arriving to...
why am I?
And she's chilling in the lounge, has a drink.
Whatever.
She's... That looks like business class, so it's not even a private jet or anything like that. That she's just in business class and left early. Literally, that's it. Business class and not coach. Like, come on. I thought it was a private jet. She was in business class with other fucking people. Like, they need to cut a break. Like, it's way too much. So, while they're away, Giselle and the whole girls trip, Pavis said he's going to Vietnam. So she's like, why are you going to Vietnam? And he's like, because I need to have some time by myself. Vietnam? The fuck is in Vietnam? So he's like, oh, you're going Vietnam for 3 days? Isn't Vietnam all the way around the freaking world? So, hold up.
That's kind of weird now.
She's like, why are you going to Vietnam for 3 days? He's like, well, you're going to Anguilla for 5 days. I'm just going to Vietnam for 3 days. That's even worse, because why the fuck are you going all the way the fuck over there of all the places in the world for 3 fucking days? So understandably, she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't think that's weird?
Take you to get to Vietnam.
It's about 20 hours.
20 hours! 20 hours to get to Vietnam, and you're going to for 3 days. What the fuck?
The dodo head is going to spend more time
Traveling, exactly, than
than
physically being in the country.
I love flying. To me, that's a vacation in itself.
I think that this is his escape from me nagging in his ear and
That's a big ass, stupid ass escape, because he's talking about oh, I like to fly. It's actually a vacation in itself. Who the fuck has ever said flying is a vacation? Flying and traveling is one of the most stressful things in the world. And she's like, oh, well, he just wants to get away from the nagging and the twins and this, that, and another. Men get on my effing nerves. They truly, truly, truly do. They truly do. They truly do. I take back everything I said about Pavitt and Giselle, because she, on top of everything else in this trip to Vietnam for 3 days when a trip is 20 hours, not making sense, she's like, well, what am I supposed to do? Because you're going to be gone, I'm going to be gone, my mom's not going to be here. And he's like, well, that's up for you to figure out, not me. And she's like, that's up for me to figure out? Like, trying to like compute in her brain what he just said. And he returns the same response. Yes, that's for you to figure out. And she's like, okay. And then walks away. Dick. Like, these men really don't realize what they have until it's too fucking late. And it's sad. It's so sad. Okay, on commercial break, I think what Jenna should have done, if I'm thinking if I had a bag like that, I think what I would have done is been like, if I had a bag like that, I would be like, let me just upgrade everybody. Because if it really wasn't about the tanning situation, then I'm like, you know, I feel a type of way if everybody is flying coach and then you're like, oh, you make it seem like it's one reason when it's another. Versus if you just say that up front, I'm good with it. But don't make it seem like it's one thing, but it's really actually another thing, and then I gotta find out it's another thing from somebody else. That's where Jenna went wrong. And Jenna is obviously gonna have to answer to that, clearly. Or she could have just flew with them if it really wasn't about the tanning and maybe upgraded everybody to business class. Everybody in business class then. So all the ladies are arriving at the airport for a 6:30 a.m. flight, which actually I prefer morning flights. Truly, like if I could, the earlier the better, the less people, all of that. The pilot should be the freshest. Like I fucking hate flying, but you gotta do it to get anywhere. But it really, I fucking hate it. Brenna's like, I know I need to get back on Erin's good side. I don't know how, but I'm gonna try. So I'm glad she's realizing that she needs to kind of smooth this over. And maybe someone told her like, girl, you really were, doing those. And you did say divorce and you did all those things. So we have Jenna who's on the beach, but the ladies are just arriving to the airport. So, I'm so excited for them to go on a trip. Like this is so, I've watched New York since the beginning. So like this is just, it's crazy seeing how far this has come. I watched a lot of these housewives. OC from the beginning. Like me and my mom, like truly, like shout out mom. We love our reality TV. Laguna Beach, The Hills, College Hill, Baldwin Hills, all of the things. Top Model, oh my gosh. So they got their SUV, picking them up. So 2 people have to share a room. So it seems like Sai found the accommodations. Does that mean Sai is the host of the trip? I wonder. Because typically there's a lady who's like acts as host, but like Bravo's typically paying for, everything, but they act as host. So I wonder, is Sai hosting this? It is gorgeous. It is stunning. It's all white. It looks like Greece Sea Villa. That's bad as shit. Okay, so they said good job, Sai. So this is Sai's ordeal. That is badass. I will give her that. I'll give people props where it's due. I'll give her that. This joint is nice. I would show you, but they like to claim shit, but it's beautiful. Trust me. Oh my god, that infinity pool. I'm trying to go to Tulum for my birthday next year. Oh my god. I just need to get away. I need to be on a beach. Oh, it is gorgeous. That is true. An orientation of a house. That's when you know. When you have an orientation from where you're staying, it's massive. Oh my god, that bathroom! The master bathroom is to die for. You know when you have like those bathrooms, like, it's like the bathroom and the shower are kind of like in the same place. And it's like everything can kind of get wet, but it's super modern and fancy. And it's like the tub is like in the middle, kind of like a cloud tub, and the shower's all open with no screen, like just windows and shit. And it was all like in this kind of cement gray washed color. It was just, oh my god, I could see a lot of stuff going down in there. But that's a nice ass shower. This is a nice ass house. And I think for the first season of these ladies, yes, it's season 14 of New York, but this is the first season for them. They got a really good house. And if Sai picked this out, she did a great job. So I will give her that. Okay, so Jenna has her own room. Uba and Giselle are sharing. They got another badass room. So that leaves Sai probably has her own room. So where is Erin and Bryn staying? Because I think they said there's 3 bedrooms. So I don't know how they're about to work this out. But this house is My goodness. Okay, so this is Bryn's room.
Coming in here. Okay.
So Aaron and Bryn are sharing. Look at those bathrooms. Okay, maybe I could just show you the bathroom. That I can do. I just love bathrooms like these. Hold on. Okay, will it do it? It kind of has like that indoor. It's probably not even gonna look good to y'all, but it's beautiful. You see how it has like that shower part right in there, and there's like you can actually sit in a seat like in that little shower area, and then there's a bath right there, and then you have all of this over here with the vanity, like with the light coming in like the. Oh my god, I would love. Okay, so the girls are thinking that they've gotten revenge because Sai's like, you don't get rewarded for coming early, you get the shit room. So Jenna gets the room that's really teeny, bathroom is not spectacular, none of that. But if Jenna goes and gets her own accommodations, is she gonna be wrong? Is she going to be wrong if they purposely put her in the shit room? She came early. We know she can afford her own shit. Would she be wrong if she got her own stuff? If they purposely put her in a room that nobody else would want? And yes, it's, you know, first come, first serve. I completely get that. But if you didn't like your accommodations, are you leaving? And if you leave, are you wrong for that? I don't know. Those are rich people problems. But I want to know what you think. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. No, I feel like I would be like, okay, that would be really fucking bougie. But then I don't know what I would do if I had it like that. Because I know I like my space. And when I go on a vacation, I want to have nice views. And I want to have nice, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I want to know what you think. Okay, so Aaron's sitting here like, when's Jenna coming? I don't want her to hear what I'm about to say because she's about to spill the tea of what Jenna told her to get the ladies all riled up. And Jenna is not here yet, obviously. Which I do also think, granted, you're a grown woman, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. But if you came a day early, I think it would be nice if you knew where you were staying, you know, and had the details, address, and all that. If you would be there when the ladies arrived, I think that would have like kind of put a pause on all of that shit. Like, yes, I went early. Yes, I got my tan. But here I am, bitches, right as you touch down. Let's get it. Let's get it. So, I mean, I feel like she could have played this a little bit better, Jenna. So, I don't know. Do they have a leg to stand on in this fight? I don't know. Okay, so Erin's kind of ticking me off. So she's telling the ladies, but I feel like she reacted one way in front of Jenna and then reacted a different way in front of the girls. And she's saying that Jenna doesn't know how to be in a group of girls and be open and honest. What has she not been open and honest about? She's let y'all know pretty much about everything. Sai about, you know, her nickname, and she went and told everybody and their mother. So now one thing, it's literally now nighttime and Jenna is just showing up. Like, it's now nighttime. So I could see how they could be a little bit irked just a tad, because it's like, you came a day early. Like, you were supposed to be in, like, acclimated, everything like this, if that's what you said that you were going to do. But then at the same time, she's a grown-ass fucking woman. So, you know, like, is one monkey gonna stop a show? Just because she's not there, everything has to go to a screeching halt. Nothing, no. Just proceed without her. But I just feel like they're about to tear into her. They really are.
That is kind of too even.
That's embarrassing. And also just tell us that. It's a girl's trip.
She should have told them that. She should have told them she wanted to fly business. But I don't think that means, oh, she doesn't know how to be in a group of girls. She doesn't know how to be open and honest. Like, I don't think you can equate that to go all the way there, Erin.
On the beach.
She did say that. She did say that.
So now she's tanning? I'm confused. I just need you to be open and
She's not tanning. They're not understanding the fact that it's in front of you all. If she is alone or with people she's more familiar and comfortable with, she is fine showing her skin and tanning, which is why she says that she went. In front of y'all, people with whom she does not know, she felt like she wanted to be more covered. I think two things can be right at the same time. And I just think that they kind of have a leg to stand on. And also, I feel like they are always very concerned in what Jenna is doing. But I also feel like Jenna is like in a different, I don't want to say at a different level like that, like you're here and there, but she's doing a lot of stuff. I believe she's got mini bags. And I also believe she has a lot of stuff. And I think maybe she's probably nervous herself because she said this is like her first girls trip, so she's trying to like ease herself into it, doesn't know what to expect, this, that, and the other, and she's trying to do something new, and off the bat they're gonna like ambush her and she's never gonna want to go on a girls trip again. Oh.
Maybe the tanning, is a part of her plan, but I think the real reason is that she doesn't want to fly coach.
I definitely think she didn't want to fly coach. Like, the more I hear and everything, I definitely feel like it is one thing, but it's more of another. And I definitely don't think she wanted to fly coach. I don't like how Erin sat down and just told them that. And Sai, that's corny. But girl, you just left a 10-year engagement party because you were hungry. Because you didn't know how to feed yourself prior. That was corny. I don't know.
I agree. Please. Wait, I'm gonna freshen up, wash my hands.
You don't need to do all that so just let's go.
Oh, Lord.
You put more makeup on? We're just going right here.
Oh, the food looks good. They've got burgers and tacos.
Never, ever let Erin win.
So I'm thankfully the person who is always concerned about food has provided a spread. Thank you, Sai. Thank you.
I know everybody's tired, but we are definitely going to go out just experience the island.
Okay, so they're going out. Oh, Lord. So it's 6:15. The sun is going down. It's turning to dusk, into the evening, into the night, and Jenna is still not there. And someone was like, where's Jenna? Sai, I think, was like, where's Jenna? And Uba goes, Jenna can suck my dick. And Bryn's like, well, I'm about to go get some rest. I'm about to sit around and wait and this, that, and other. So it's just like, the more they sit, the more they wait, the more they're going to get riled up and upset and all types of fire ready for Jenna. And I do not think this is going to go over well at all.
Here and wait for her to come in on her. Guys with love seeing t-shirts are going to carry that she's Cleopatra or something. It's like everything's a branding opportunity. I can't stand it.
So Bryn also feels the type of way about the branding.
Get me to post like on Instagram. Let's do one unboxing then. No. Let's do it. Yeah, let's get it over there. No, I don't think
I want to see on camera where Jenna has asked them to promote her goods. If she is asking them to promote her goods for giving them free shit as gifts, then yes, I could see how. Even still though, I guess I don't know because I haven't been in that predicament, but somebody giving me free shit and I know that I have a platform and like if there's no type of stipulation on when I have to do it or anything like that, if I'm just living my daily life and I happen to pick up this mascara that happens to be Brandon, I'd be like, oh yeah, this is my friend's shit. Like, good stuff. Like, I don't understand why that's a problem. But I'm not of this life. So I don't know if maybe it would be a problem and be too much. But I don't see where Jenna has asked them to promote her shit. She's given them the shit. And maybe there's a hope that they will do it. But if she hasn't said it, I mean, or would you expect it? I mean, I don't know.
No, I get paid to do that. This is my job, right? But also, don't give me gifts and then go on social media and then tell all your how many 100,000 followers that you gave me a gift and da-da-da. Yes, yeah. She said this is what she gave. The Christmas gift.
These are all the things that I'm giving this Christmas. Not an unboxing, a boxing. A necklace from the Shunned.
Oh my gosh. So now because she did a video of her like packing their gifts, it's an issue. But I would think that Sai, especially because like she said, she gets paid to do this. Jenna gets paid to do certain things too. Like, you live in a social media life, you live in a social media business, you're posting a lot of your fucking shit. So I'm sitting here looking at an aesthetic Christmas video of her with the tree right here and Christmas music in the background and her putting gifts in a little fucking bag. Sai, you do the same thing. Like, you do the same thing. Is it because you don't have as many collaborations? I don't know. But I don't feel like she has ill intent. You know what I mean?
That feels weird. I didn't know that and I didn't see it.
Why does it feel weird,
I think a
Aaron?
lot of New York relationships, it's like an older.
So now Jenna's pulling up as they're talking mad shit about her. So it's going to be one of those things as it gets quiet when she walks in the
I don't
room.
know what, maybe it's the surgery or the breakup.
Oh, Lord.
She told me about the breakup. She never tells me about anything. She's going through her garden life. Yeah. You don't share anything. I don't even know your real name.
Wow, Bryn. Bryn is going on and on and on and on. And how she doesn't share anything. She's not open and she doesn't know about the breakup. She doesn't even know your real name. And da-da-da-da. Y'all are just meeting, everybody. It's not regular and normal for somebody to open up and tell you everything about their fucking lives off bat. Within this time, you've learned about genitalia. You've learned about her coming out story. You've learned about her skin condition, her teeth, the hair, the skin. You've learned a lot of stuff. And she lets you know that she broke up. She may not have told you why, but she said that she broke up. So, and what do we know about Bryn? We know about her childhood. We know about her hair. We know about her fiancés. Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like sometimes in a season they pick a person with whom, like, you don't like or everybody goes up against. So maybe Jenna is going to be that person.
2 days. I'm tan.
So she actually has been here for 2 days and not one. She has been here for 2. So she rolled up in the evening after 2 days. Oh my gosh, she is so not concerned. She is so not concerned. And in the back of my head, like, for real, I feel like she really don't want to go to that shit. Like, for real, she was like, I don't want to go here. Let me do everything I want to do before I have to do things that I don't want to do. That's the vibe I'm getting for Jenna. I just want her to be real about it.
Like ick.
So they're still talking shit, and here goes Jenna. And everybody's, hey! Y'all were just talking so much shit. Uber just told her to suck her dick, and everybody, as soon as she walks in, hi! I'm like, I can't. Oh my god, Bryn's fake smile. I cannot. She just rolled her eyes. Holy shit.
Self-conscious about showing her skin.
Tan in your burqa? I did.
I see a lot of it right now.
Yes, she is showing a lot in the back, but you can also see that she is very fucking tan.
4 seasons got a tan.
literally very tan, which is what she said she wanted to do to be able to show off her body. So maybe she's feeling more comfortable.
Beautiful. How can I do that? Beautiful. Like, really beautiful. Yeah.
She was at the Four Seasons in Anguilla.
Like, tell us everything that's going on.
No, don't.
I'm sure.
She's like, I'm sure you were talking mad shit about me.
And I heard that you didn't want to fly with us because it was Coach.
Who told you that?
Who do you think told, Jenna? Catch up.
No, you didn't know. I said, that's not what I said. Part of what sparked me wanting to go down there was A, feeling like I wanted to get a tan, but also,
She said, but also I didn't want to fly Coach.
my sister, she would look for another flight, and she said the only thing is Monday. And I have wanted to get a little sun because I'm going to be on the beach with all of you guys. And
What is wrong with having a little solo vacation for a couple of days before having a vacation with everybody else? What is wrong? Granted, Erin told it in a different way because she said tanning and also, and she said, I know how it sounds. So this cannot be it. This cannot be the drama. It cannot. They are coming at her because Jenna was like telling this whole story.
And then
First of all, you don't have to explain yourself to nobody. It could simply be, I wanted to come down 2 days before because I wanted to. Period. Jenna's explaining this whole thing, a bunch of words, a puppy, Miami, mouth surgery, all this shit. They're basically like, look, that's a cop-out. Jenna's saying, look, if I looked like you guys in bathing suits or whatever, I wouldn't even need to do this, but because I have this, that, and other going on, I felt like I needed to do this, and they are not taking it at all. At all. Like, not, like, Brenda's like, that's a cop-out. Come on. Literally.
I had my mouth done, and so I could go. And so,
I'm so confused. There's a puppy, there's Miami, and you got surgery, and then I'm so confused.
She's always surprised that everybody has a problem with it. Jenna never thinks she does anything wrong. All you have to do is just tell us the truth and we'll back off.
Just be straightforward.
if I looked like you, I wouldn't come.
Don't use that. That's a cop-out.
Oh, I just feel like at the end of the day, Jenna's a grown-ass woman. She's a grown-ass woman. If she wanted to have a little mini vacay, whether it's for the tanning, if it was for the fucking, because she didn't want to fly Coach, she can do that. If it were me, I feel like I would have just said what it was and what the situation was. And I probably would have showed up when the girls arrived, and not showed up like hours later after they've been sitting there fucking stewing and, you know, doing the fucking most, talking. You know, when you talk back and forth and you hype each other up and all that. So to the point when the person comes, all you're ready to do is just going at them and explode, and you're not even thinking about like the other person. You're just ready to get off your chest what you had been saying. So here they go.
I wouldn't come.
Don't use that. That's a cop-out.
Jenna, come back with something.
I think that's a cop-out.
I don't.
Jenna said, okay.
But your skin's beautiful. You're beautiful.
Jenna said, okay.
You've never seen it, Brandon. You've never seen it. I've never watched the red
I
carpet.
would hope you're not sharing it.
I don't share
Oh
this
my
with
God.
anyone. Have you ever seen a picture of me on the red carpet wearing anything other than?
I don't look at pictures of you on the red carpet. So I don't know.
Fair.
Oh my
There
God.
isn't one, because I don't. It's not about the best
And they're all laughing at her now. I'm kind of feeling like this is bullying, mean girl shit.
I'm sure she's looked at every picture. I mean, I was not expecting to walk into an interrogation about my decision to travel early. I'm not sure what's happening.
Girl, you should have been prepared for this.
So we can have,
You should have known.
I think it would be such a big deal. I think it's for the-
Also, Jenna, I think you should have known that since it was a big deal, just a little bit, Jenna, I need Jenna to catch up. I really like Jenna, but I need her to catch up. You should have also known from the Hamptons, they made it such a big deal that you went to your own fucking house 10 minutes away. Of course they were going to have an issue with this because the whole group must do everything together. Nobody could do anything different. We all came together. Like, oh my gosh. So I just feel like Jenna needs to get with the program a little bit. But some housewives, it takes them a little bit to get their footing. I am nervous though if Jenna doesn't bring it. Like with, you know, when you're going back and forth with somebody, if you don't bring it, if you're just gonna be like, okay, they're gonna next. Like, you gotta, like, I just want to see her be a little bit more feisty and bring it more in the season coming up. So that's what I'm hoping for Jenna. Jenna has gone to her room. She's like, oh, I think it's kind of charming. That definitely means it's fucking shit, and she wishes she was back in the Four Seasons Anguilla. But Jenna knows if she leaves, she will never hear the end of that shit. So she can't leave. She can't leave. She has to stick it out. She has to just fucking deal with it and chalk it up as an L. You had your, 2 days prior at the Four Seasons. When you leave here, you can go back to the Four Seasons if you want to, because you got it like that. But you gotta stick out with the shitty room. You just have to. So to get in Erin's good graces a little bit, she had the guy take up Erin's stuff to her room as a little olive branch. But the ladies are getting ready. I love Giselle's outfit in this whole red ensemble and the tiered ball earrings. She looks gorgeous. LOL. Jenna's going into the other ladies' rooms that are like spectacular, and she's like, fuck y'all. But Giselle looks beautiful in this red.
And I can't figure it out. There's some sort of resentment, and the resentment is now built, and so now
Yes.
everything I do is like a trigger.
Yes, it's the gifts, it's the leaving, it's the business class, not coach. It's just being you.
There's a difference between taking someone's insecurity and then using it in a negative way.
It's horrible.
Maybe you felt a little bit of that, steps.
Oh yeah, no, I knew. I mean, it was very, very, very apparent. I mean, listen, there's something else going on between Bryn and I that has not I don't know. I actually don't even know what is happening.
Yeah, because Brenna's like with this baby voice with Jenna. She doesn't like when Jenna does, because she feels like she can't talk to her.
What do you think about Jenna? I respect she's like, I gotta see condition, you're insecure. But again, I don't know about this because you don't tell me anything. How are we supposed to know? So you have to share, right? You have to be vulnerable. Also,
I love Bryn's white outfit. That's really cute too. And Sai is in a basic black dress for the first night of her
one of my biggest pet peeves is when people give so many reasons or explanations.
hosting travel
There's just a gazillion
ship,
excuses and not one.
and she put on a black dress, and she's the fashionista.
And then all that led to you coming here on a Monday.
Okay.
Right. Business class.
At the end of the day, I did what I needed to do for myself.
And it's like,
Exactly.
What? It's not because I don't want to be coach with all of you. It just isn't. And when I heard thing, I'm like, it's a cop out. I'm like, I don't even know what that means. I have spent years trying to bend to make other people happy.
Yeah.
And I'm not at that place in my life where I want to do that.
That's true. So I get that too. For years, you want to you have to do what this person wants you to do, what this person do. Now she's in a situation where if I don't want to fucking fly coach, I'm not going to fly fucking coach. But I think she needs to also transfer that to also telling people straight up how she's feeling. Because you can do whatever the fuck you want, but also let people know, Jenna. So, we'll see.
On the Real Housewives of New York.
Is he even going to let me see next time? No, it's going to cut off. So, that was Real Housewives of New York episode. Ooh, let me make sure I have the right episode number, because I need to know that anyway. Episode 8. Crazy. Episode 8. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this Real Housewives. They're kind of picking up. I do think that I guess I'll do my ranking next episode once I see more of what's happening on this trip, because they're just now getting here and not a lot has happened quite yet. This is just first night tea. So we'll see where it goes. But other than that, I hope that you guys have a lovely evening wherever you may be in this crazy, crazy world. And I will see you guys a little bit later. Bye.